Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be talking about how you can detect or increase or decrease the torch light using CameraX in native Android application. Unfortunately I won't be able to show you guys the output because this feature is not supported on my device. So I'll tell you what I mean is, so I'll just run the application and show you guys the output. So here I'll just give the camera permission. So once I give the camera permission, here you can see torch is enabled, but the problem is the slider which you see, I'm not sure if you can see the slider. I'll just move the thing down. Here you can see there is a slider, right? So the slider is dependent on the torch range, so whether it is minimum or maximum. But unfortunately my device does not allow me to get the range of the torch brightness, so it's always at 0. But if your device supported, you would be able to adjust the torch brightness, and you can just click on take photo and it will capture the photo. So unfortunately I'm not able to move my slider. As you can see, I'm trying to move it, but it is stuck at 0. So here you can see the image has been captured and saved to external storage. So yeah, let's see how to achieve this first. So first, here you can see I have created a native Android application. I'm using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. So first thing is you need to go to android manifest.xml, and here I have added this uses feature of Android hardware camera permission as well as write external storage permission. Then you need to go to build.gradle.kts, and here I have added camera core. Again, make sure you are using at least 1.5.1 version or higher. Then camera 2, camera lifecycle and camera view. Then inside activity underscore main, I have taken this preview view for our camera, one seek bar for displaying the brightness, increasing decreasing the torch brightness, and one button for take photo as well. Then here we have main activity. So these are all the imports. Again, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. Then here is our image capture. Here is our camera executor service. Then here we define our viewfinder preview view. Here is our seek bar. Here is our camera. Then here we request multiple permissions, and if permissions are not granted, we display a toast message, else we call start camera. Then inside on create, we initialize our viewfinder, we initialize seek bar, and if camera permissions are granted, we call start camera, else we request permission. Then on click of the button, we call take photo. Then here we have this on seek bar change listener as well. So here once it has stopped tracking, like once the user has stopped moving the seek bar, then we just get the progress, and you just have to do camera control set torch strength level and whatever is the selected value. Then here inside take photo, we get hold of our image capture. Here we display the name, here we define content values, here is the code for image capture, and here we override on error as well as on image saved. Then if you want to display the image URI image inside an image view, you can get the image URI from over here. Then inside start camera, we define our aspect ratio strategy. Here is our resolution selector. Here is our process camera provider. We add a listener as well, where we get hold of our camera provider. Here is our camera selector. Then here we get initialize the preview view. We initialize our image capture as well. We unbind our camera provider. We bind it to the life cycle. We get the camera. We enable the torch as well, and here we get the max torch strength level as well. So the seek bar max value, but unfortunately it is 0 for me. And yeah, here we call method called request permission. Here we check whether all permissions was granted or not, and here we have the on destroy as well. And here are some helpful variables which I have defined. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.